Reggie Jackson was part of, the entire night. Ken Griffey Jr. was there. You had A-Rod Jeter, Big Papi. I mean, you had a wonderful, Willie Mays' son was there this was in Birmingham, Alabama. And Reggie was asked about kind of, emotional memories here and coming back here. Reggie had played there, and Reggie had this to say.
Coming back here is not easy. The racism that I played here, when I played here, the difficulty of going through different places where we traveled. Fortunately, I had a manager and I had players on the team that helped me get through it. But I wouldn't wish it on anybody. People said to me today, I spoke, and they said, you think you're a better person, you think you won when you played here in Concord. I said, I would never want to do it again. I walked into restaurants and they would point at me and said, can't eat here. I would go to a hotel and they said, can't stay here. We went to Charlie Finley's country club for a welcome home dinner and they pointed me out with the N-word. He can't come in here. Finley marched the whole team out. Finally, they let me in there. He said, we're going to go to the diner and eat hamburgers. We'll go where we're wanted.
So it's pretty powerful with Reggie Jackson and what he experienced. And the broadcast stopped because it was supposed to be this celebratory, reminisce, feel good, Willie Mays, Major League Baseball, Negro League stars who played in this, this historical baseball field park. And then Reggie just hits pause and he throws in reality. I thought it was awesome. It stays with you, obviously. I mean, that's PTSD. I don't care how many years ago. I don't care how many decades ago. Hall of Famer, Mr. October. I don't care. I still remember that. Couldn't go into a restaurant. Can't go into a country club where my owner of the Oakland A's, Kansas City A's, he's taking us in there. He did mention some of his teammates who stood up for him, but it's tough enough to get to the major leagues. That's why I look at Jackie Robinson with such admiration of the person it took to allow the player that he was to be able to take center stage. You have to, as a person, swallow some pride, ego, a whole lot of stuff so he could still play baseball because he knew the importance. If he failed, then the others who were trying to follow wouldn't have gotten the opportunity or they would have had to have waited. Imagine you go to work. You may have teammates who don't like you. The opposition doesn't like you. Fans don't like you. Where you can stay and you can't stay. Where you can eat and not eat. Just, you can't go out at night. Just being nervous. Who are you around? Who are you talking to? And somebody may do something crazy. But, I applaud Reggie because it wasn't pleasant going back there. He doesn't have fond memories. He would never wish that on anybody. Just getting to the major leagues is so difficult. The degree of difficulty for the African-American ball players, and some never even got the opportunity. But when you look at Jackie Robinson, what he did, when he did it, how he did it, and everything that was in front of him, and to me, he's the greatest athlete in history because baseball was his fourth best sport. But he became a Hall of Famer, broke the color barrier, and opened the door for, black baseball players to get that opportunity. So it's good. I think baseball is trying to showcase the Negro Leagues, African-American players, putting their records in the record books now because they realize that they're missing out on a generation, maybe another generation of African-American players who aren't playing baseball anymore. And telling the story of Major League Baseball without the African Americans is not possible. So I applaud Reggie for saying what he said. Normally, people on a set love to just laugh. Everything's, and then you stop talking and then we all laugh. I mean, Big Papi awkwardly laughed after Reggie had talked about something really serious about, maturing. I would have killed somebody and then I would end up in an oak tree, hang. I mean, Crazy, crazy, powerful, powerful stuff. But it was the right moment for Reggie. Going back, hey, fond memory. No. And then he gives you what reality really is. Hey, this great game here. Not always.